Yo, what is up, guys? We're back on a very special video that I'm really excited to get across to y'all, man. We got another skate in the house. Not the same skates up there. These ones are a little bit different, and they are not these skates either. Not no leather skates or none of that good stuff. These are the beautiful LV skates. I'm gonna give y'all a sneak peek because I'm not stingy like that. I'm not gonna make y'all wait till the end of the video, whatever it is. I'm just gonna show y'all up front. So this is the box right here, and we have these beauties on the inside. Oh my goodness. I've been wanting to get, mostly for y'all of course, I've been wanting to get a black pair of LV skates. I've been getting a lot of colored ones, you know, like really unique kind of colorways and stuff like that, but I just want to get something simple like this. I know I've had the black leather ones in recently, but these are, if not, probably one of the most popular LV skates in the black kind of off-white cream and gray colorway, and these are absolutely gorgeous, man. So cozy. And I released a YouTube short recently on the blue ones up here, and some of y'all were flaming them saying they look like Osiris's D3s. I mean, DC's, not D3s, and a bunch of skate sporting shoes. And guys, just a little bit of a heads up, they're called the LV skate, so I can definitely see the inspiration from Osiris, from DC, from Volcom, from all these different kind of skateboarding brands. Skateboarders are the OG when it comes to chunky shoes like this, especially this shoe. And just to give y'all skaters a little bit of info, my bad, is you can even see the grip on toe box for when you get on the board, so you have a little bit more grip. Obviously these probably wouldn't be the best to skate in. I know nowadays people skate in SB lows and like a different bunch of shoes, but more of like, you know, kind of lighter shoes so they can get a better feel. But back in the day, I know a lot of people skated with the chunky shoes because they just offered a lot of ankle support, but they are a little bit heavier, so it depends on the skater, really depends on what the person likes. But these are more for fashion for sure. But what do you guys think of these? I know this is more of a black and white colorway, a little bit simplistic. These blue ones right here, y'all were eating them up yesterday. Y'all were roasting them, but I actually love them. This is my favorite color, so I'm super biased. And then we have these ones. So this is the OG LV skate. As you guys can see everything up close, it's like the OG colorway, the OG design, all on the kind of, you see even the area where you put your foot into, the insole area, the sides, everything, it's all OG. This is the newer model, so you can see that this kind of stripe and this, the rich collar I call it, is a little bit different. The soft kind of cotton collar, the faded leather on the side, there's a lot of difference, faded leather on the back. So these may look the same from a distance, but they are not the same at all. And I'm actually going to release a short comparing these ones and these ones in the same video, so you guys can choose which one you guys like more. So let's get into this shoe. So guys, honestly, one of my favorite sneakers, I really love these. Probably one of my go-tos when it comes to sneakers just in general. I've been really big on the baggy pant trend. I've always my entire life just wore like oversized shirts, oversized pants. I've always loved the skater style, and I've been really big on that. So the reason I really like these is because you guys can see right here, it is a very wide and chunky shoe. It's not super wide and chunky like a Balenci, but these are Balenciaga. These are definitely a lot different than like the Triple S's or, you know, the runners or the tracks. These are more less wide, definitely, but they're still very chunky. Just to give you guys a little bit of perspective, these are the LV Maxes right here, which are a super chunky shoe, and you can see the LV skates beside them. They're fairly chunky as well too. These are a little bit bigger, but these are still fairly chunky. So that is a really good thing in my eyes, because like I say, guys, when I talk about any type of wide fitted shoe, the reason they're good is because they're going to offer more space for your feet, more comfort for your feet, and just for casualing. These are shoes that you can legitimately slip into. I couldn't think of the last time I had to tie these bad boys, even though we'll get into it, I guess, right away. You got the double laced kind of braided laces right here. I haven't had to tie these once. I just lift up the tag, put my foot in, and this area is super soft, and then my foot goes into the shoe. Now the toe box has the black mesh, the beautiful kind of matte off-white color as well too. I would say this lace is more of a cream. This is more kind of an off-white. And then you guys can see on the side right here, you got a signature spade right there. I used to call it, I call it like kind of like a rib cage. It kind of looks like a skeleton, the way that it looks on the side. It looks a lot more on the inner area where there actually isn't that spade, but it kind of has that vibe where you can see it kind of looks like a rib cage, like a skeleton. I don't know if they did that on purpose or that was the sketch, but it looks really, really cool. And there's no spade, as you guys can see, on the inside, but there is a spade. There is a, you know, spade on the outside. And then it goes into the back. You can see this is kind of like a matte suede color, which is really cool. So the black is actually kind of like, almost like, you know, a suede kind of feel to it. Like what I'm saying, it's like a suede feel to it, kind of like on the Timberlands where you touch it and it kind of like, you know, changes material. And then onto the back, you can see it a lot more. Now you guys kind of get what I'm talking about. Or nubuck. And then on the back, you're going to see this beautiful, you know, bubble lettering that says 1854, the signature pull tab, the nice indent, and that beautiful kind of almost gray black colorway. And we go to the inside, that rib cage that I was talking about, it looks really, really cool with the off-white, the very soft paneling, the mesh, the hits of black, the hits of gray on the bottom. And if you go to the bottom of the shoe, it's pretty much gray and black, which is really cool because there are some hits of gray or black on the actual shoe, but the sole has a lot more than the entire shoe. And then when you go probably to my favorite part is the tongue. So the black mesh mixed with that beautiful kind of nubuck material, and then the bubble lettering as well too. And I love the monogram LV logos going all around on the inside, and this is so soft and so plush, and that same monogram as you guys can see on the outside, and that's where that gray kind of finishes. Now the box is pretty simplistic. There's nothing crazy about the box. The box is pretty simplistic. There's nothing crazy about the box. These are sneakers right here, and of course in the box you got your little tag and stuff, you got your plastic wraps, you got the kind of cool little polka dot paper, you got your signature dust bags right here as well. Apologies guys, they cut off. Here are the shoes right here. Obviously let's put these to the side real quick. So on the inside you're gonna have your beautiful dust bags as well, one for each shoe, which is really, really nice. You got a signature polka dot paper, which is really cool. Of course you got your little LV envelope and all your goodies, your plastic coverings as well too. And then we're gonna put that beautiful box to the side because there's nothing much more to it than that. All right, guys, so for sizing, I would say go true to size on these for sure. If you are a 9.5, go with a 10. If you're a 10, go with a 10. If you're an 11, go with an 11. That is the best way. I usually go by US sizing, so 11 US, and whatever that converts to in Euro sizing, because they typically do go by Euro sizing. But just use a chart, go in Google, type US to Euro, or you type UK to Euro, whatever it is, wherever you are, and that's the best way to find your sizing. But I always go with an 11 US, so I would say go with an 11 US on these, which I believe is a Euro 44 and sometimes a Euro 45. So these are absolutely gorgeous, guys, and without further ado, we're gonna get into an up close and on for these beauties right here. Let me know what you guys think of these down below, if it is a cop or a drop, if you would skate in them, if you would not skate in them, and what other colorways you guys want to see. Let's get into an up close right now and on foot, guys. There's a lot more in this video. Like, comment, subscribe, and I love you guys so much. Let's get into it.
Shake my body,